Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. You know how sometimes you think, man, I wish I was more like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you just want to embody some new characteristic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's something most of us think about.
Totally. So we're going to do a deep dive today, looking at this YouTube video
Okay.
by Gaia Carmel.
Yeah.
And the video is actually in Hebrew, but it's all about how to actually like cultivate a new trait that you want to have.
Cool.
So let's jump into it. The first thing is the video talks about breaking it down.
Uh-huh.
Like instead of just saying, oh, I want to be more charismatic,
Right.
you really have to define, okay, what does that actually mean?
Yeah, break it down into smaller pieces.
Yeah, what are those little like behaviors that make someone charismatic?
Like actionable steps that you can take.
Exactly. And I think that's such a good point.
Yeah.
Because it's way less overwhelming for our brains.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, I'm just going to try this one little thing.
For sure.
Instead of like, how do I just become this whole new person?
It's like learning a language. You don't just wake up fluent.
Right.
You have to learn a few phrases and kind of build up from there.
I love that analogy. So the video gives an example.
Huh?
Say you want to be more charismatic. Maybe that looks like walking into a room, smiling at everyone you see, making eye contact, and like seeing if people smile back at you.
Interesting.
So it's very specific.
And measurable, too. You can actually observe those interactions.
Totally. What if someone's not comfortable like with the eye contact piece?
Right.
What could be a smaller step for them?
Well, the video also mentions posture.
Okay.
So maybe they focus on how they carry themselves first.
Interesting.
Or even just the way they say hello. Like that initial interaction can say a lot.
I like that. And that really ties into the next point about like personal definition.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, what does it mean for you to be more confident?
Right. Because it's going to be different for everyone.
Yeah. Is it speaking up more in meetings? Is it like standing taller when you walk into a room?
Exactly. Once you know what you're aiming for, it's easier to get there.
For sure. And I think once you've got those smaller behaviors figured out,
Yeah.
then you can start slowly integrating them.
Right. Like building a new habit.
Yeah. It's not an overnight thing.
Definitely. It takes time and consistency.
And speaking of consistency, the video then asks, how will you know when you've actually adopted this trait?
Oh, that's a great question.
Like what will be different?
It's like having those metrics for success
Totally.
so you can actually track your progress.
I love that because it's like you're setting up this feedback loop.
Yeah.
So you can see if what you're doing is actually working.
You could even keep a journal or ask a friend for feedback.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And the video actually ends with this like really interesting question.
What's that?
It basically says, what helps you adopt new traits? It's like this invitation to reflect on your own experiences.
I like that. It
Yeah.
brings the focus back to the individual.
Yeah, so to kind of sum it all up, the key takeaway here is cultivating a new trait, it's not magic. It's about breaking things down into those smaller actions you can actually practice.
Right. Those concrete steps.
And then you define what that trait means to you. And you figure out how you're going to measure your progress.
Yeah. It's like creating a roadmap for personal growth.
Totally. So our final thought for you listening is, what's one tiny step you can take today towards embodying that trait that you want?
Yeah. What's that very first action you can take?
Because even something small can have a huge impact.
It can set you off on a whole new path.
Exactly.